right, we'll get it over to you, Coach, and then questions, and like I said, we'll do all this tomorrow.
Yeah, just a really great, really good job by our team. Again, they just come out and play. They show up and they play hard. And it doesn't matter if it's conference, non-conference. And took advantage of a few things, but I thought our pitching staff did a tremendous job. I think we ended up walking 4 on the night, but also struck out double digits. And on the offensive end, we took a few walks, got some big hits, and created some really big innings. And just kind of put them away there in the third with the 9 spot. It was scored 5 or 6, 7 runs with 2 outs. So I don't know, just a great job, and gives us an opportunity, to chance to pitch some people that we wanted to pitch. And now we move on, get ready for conference.
The 2-out hitting in particular, all 13 of your runs came with 2 outs. What were your thoughts on that approach?
Yeah, that was big. We set up a couple innings, and first inning we had a chance to have a really big inning. We had a couple strikeouts there with the bases loaded, no outs, and we got a big hit, and they made a throw in there. And then there in the third, we it seems like we got 3 or 4 hits with 2 outs. I think also in the second inning McLaughlin hit the 2-run homer with 2 outs. So 2 out hits, especially 2 out RBIs, and in a way it really bothers the other team, bothers the other team's pitcher.
Given how quick the game was, that you did get a lot of your pitchers in there, it was cold, you got it done quickly. I mean, I feel like it went about as well as you could have scripted.
Yeah, I would say so. Just had to squeeze a couple guys in there. We were planning on throwing these guys today, and whether it went 7, 9, 8, whatever, extra innings, you just kind of see what the game's telling you to do, but really want to get every one of those pitchers that pitched in there. I think there were 7 of them.
Lovich, a couple hits, Holt. I don't think any of your pitchers today pitched this weekend. These guys just aren't making any decisions easier for you, huh? With the competition, how they're all kind of performing right now.
Yeah, it makes it. It's a good issue, good problem, but they're all good and they want to pitch, and when they get in, they do a great job, and yeah, they're not making it easy on us, that's for sure.
Vibey's just his second appearance. What'd you see from him? And is he a guy that's probably going to be under consideration for some weekend innings here?
Well, what I see from him, he's throwing his fastball pretty good. He had a little trouble throwing his breaking ball for a strike today, but you're giving guys an inning, 2 innings. Sometimes you don't really get to see what would have happened, obviously, if they get to go and get a few more pitches in there. But yeah, I mean, I like what I'm seeing. We have 3 big games coming up, and then we got 2 midweek games, and then we got 3, and then two midweek games again. So we're going to need a lot of pitching, the next 14 days.
So Nolan Souza hit the 5th grand slam this year for you guys, and he's also 3 of those grand slams have been hit by a Hawaiian, 2 for Aloy as well. So what are you thinking so far of Souza?
Well, really good to see him get a couple good swings off. His first at bat wasn't so good, had the bases loaded, and didn't happen for him. Second at bat, obviously they set it up for him, bases loaded. He laid off a pitch or 2 he didn't like. He got one he liked, and he hammered it. That was really good to see. And, it's good to see, that maybe that was his third at bat. His second bat, he had to fight a little bit and then hit a double down the right field line. And I think he hit it on an off-speed pitch, hit it kind of off the end of the bat, but he kept it fair, and just that pretty good night. 2 for 3, double, home run, 4 RBIs. Good night.
I guess around the SEC, some of the other SEC teams are losing midweek games, and y'all are 5-0 and kind of cruising fairly well. Just what does that say about your team?
Well, it's kind of like I just told them. They just show up and they play and they take care of business. And I like the maturity that I'm seeing, and they like to play, and they're not thinking about what happened last weekend, or they're not really getting too far ahead of themselves looking for the weekend. They're just taking care of business. They're taking care of what's in front of them. That's what I like.
And then you got Faraday in. I guess when a player sits out that long and then comes back in for the first time after kind of pitching some high leverage innings for y'all early in the season, just what are the conversations like?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, especially to see him, he walked the first hitter and then he struck out the side, got his slider going, upper 80s slider, and they didn't see it at all. And they swung at it and missed. And I thought he did a great job.
Will said on the broadcast tonight that he worked with Kevin Kopps, I think, in the off season. Is that something you arranged or they reach out to each other? How did that come about?
I think Kevin was just here. They're friends. Probably worked on grips and some certain, some things. And probably if you want to get more into detail, you probably have to talk to, Will about it and maybe Coach Hobbs.
All right, coach. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. See you guys.